Welcome to another episode of Learn and Grow Non-Traditionally series. Today's focus is long distance running. Our guest speaker is Mr. Nixon Joseph, ex-president and Chief Operating Officer of SBI Foundation. More than that, he has completed 51 full marathon. Sir, welcome to this circle.
Thank you, Ajesh. Thank you.
Sir, let me start our discussion based on my today's tweet on this particular session.
Mm-hmm.
A leader or an entrepreneur, in many ways, is like a marathon runner. By choosing to lead, we have opted for a different life. We have a long distance to run. How do you choose this long distance run? This long distance running became your passion.
Ajesh, it's a very good question, and I will tell that I became an accidental marathoner. What was happening is till the age of 45, I was not into any kind of physical exercise or fitness activities and all. I was a very good banker, going to bank, coming back, etc. And promotions, everything very going on the right time. And I was very comfortable zone. Then suddenly it occurred to me, for like a few months I was just thinking that life is much bigger than this. Life is not just going to office, coming back. We have a lot of potential, whereas we are using it only for office work, coming like that. And also when office work becomes comfortable, it becomes monotonous after some time.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. So then SBI, we have more than 250,000 officials. I was thinking like no one goes to a banker and tell you are inspiring. Even if he is chairman and all, we respect because of the position. But no one goes to even a branch manager or regional manager, DGM and tells, hey sir, you are very inspiring. No one tells. Though I was just thinking why it is not happening. And then I thought even after a few years, many people will be considering me also like that, not an inspiring fellow like that. Then came to my mind how to be an inspiration to others. Then I learned that you can inspire others only by doing things differently. Then how to do things differently, I was thinking, and then I came to know in SBI at that time, 2005, no one was doing long distance running. Then I thought this is something which I do, then I will become different. And I didn't know what is marathon running, what is the distance about marathons, what are the preparations, all these I didn't know. My only intention at that time was to be different and then inspire. I registered for the marathon and started running. As all of you who have run knows that long distance running, 42 kilometers is a hell of a distance, very respectable distance. I got tired like anything. I thought of surrendering, leaving and all. That was one aspect of it. Second aspect was when I was registered for the Mumbai Marathon, many people came and told me, are you mad? Why should you run 42 kilometers? And what you are going to get out of it? And you won't be able to cover even 2 or 3 kilometers. Then I thought, why they are no, you are good only to be a banker. You can be a good student. You can score marks, but you will not be a good runner. You will leave the course after 2-3 kilometers. So all these also put challenge on me, and I began to think, even as a school student, a child, I was brought up in the schools telling you are a good student. But you are not a good public speaker. You are not a good musician. You will not become a good sportsman in life. You will not run. So all these beliefs, opinions are there from others. And all of us, if we review, we will find so many opinions go into our mind from childhood onwards, from our friends, relatives, parents, teachers and all. Over a period of time, these become your beliefs. And you live in that cage of beliefs. So you believe you are a good banker. But you are not a good sportsman. You are not a good musician. So I thought, no, I am going to break this belief. I am going to come out of this cage. I am going to come out of this prison and see what is going to happen. So that also added to my starting this marathon. And after 4 or 5 kilometers, I couldn't go ahead because of lack of training and all. But then all these thoughts came into my mind. If I surrender now, I won't be able to be different. If I surrender now, I'm only reinforcing what others are told, that you will be only a good bank officer. And then I thought, if it is so easy, everyone would have done it. So all things came to my mind. Every 5 kilometers, I thought I will surrender. But then these thoughts came into my mind, and finally it took I think around 7 hours to complete my first full marathon, which means I dragged myself almost into that 42 kilometers finish point and completed my first full marathon athletic activity also. And that gave me the message that when I got the finisher's medal, it gave me the message that if you are determined, you can achieve anything in life. So that was the beginning of my marathon running. And then I started practicing a lot in marathon running, etc. and all. And then it became a hobby, in a very exciting activity for me. As you told in the question, whether like entrepreneur, leader and all, I'll tell you, marathon running has a lot of similarities with corporate life. It has got a lot of similarities with our personal life. It has also got a lot of similarities with an entrepreneur also. Like you will see, whatever challenges entrepreneur is facing, he can come out successful only if he faces all these and then goes ahead and has that never give up spirit. Same thing with the marathoner. He can complete 42 kilometers only if he's having that never give up spirit. So challenges are there everywhere. And life also it's like that. See, life also we want to rush through things. I find like many of us parents, we tell our children also, you study music, do cycling, top in the swimming, go to maths Olympiad, do these things, everything. And we try to make life as a sprint for them instead of being a marathon. Whereas life is a marathon only. Life is a long distance. This thing. Long distance game only. Whereas we all make it into sprint, 100-meter sprints. And then get frustrated, get tired, get burnt out. This is if you all of us examine, we find all these are happening around us. So what happened is when I came to this marathon running, it was only to inspire others to be different and to come out of the prison which I was living in. And then it continued, and I completed 51 full marathons because I started to like running. That is the thing.
Yes, sir. Initially, you started inspiring others, your colleagues, your branch managers, and everyone. After completing your first marathon and second marathon, third marathon, and how these experiences translate to your professional life?
See, what I have found is that, in general, I will tell you that completing marathon gives you a feeling that it's a great sense of achievement when you touch the finish point of 42 kilometers. It reinforces the feeling in you that anything is possible for you. You won't cow down before any challenge. And that has helped me in the sense that when I come to office also, I find it complements my running, and my running complements my office work, because when I'm in office also, I feel greatly energized because of the marathon running. And that nice feelings it gives. See, when you complete 40 kilometers, hundreds of people encourage you, congratulate you, felicitate you. You are all on a runner's high, as if you have done something great. You have become an Olympic champion like that. Though, I always feel like that. I've done something different. Then that feeling continues with you for so many months. That feeling of excitement, that satisfaction that I can do anything. There is no challenge before me. I can complete that. You carry to your office work also, because a good habit is it is not a one-off thing like that. When you do 3 marathons, 5 marathons, 8 marathons, the discipline, the endurance, the determination or energy which comes along with this becomes part of your life. That you cannot tell, no, I will have this energy only during marathon running. No, it becomes part of your life. And when you are in office, you are an energetic man. When you see challenges, you don't get cowed down. I'll tell you, from when I was in Japan, from there after 4 years, I was posted to Garo Hills, Meghalaya. It is a kidnap-prone area at that time, 2013 then. But then I had to deal with kidnappers, my colleagues getting kidnapped and all. I could deal with all these very coolly, because I had the confidence in me that I can face any challenges. That is the thing. And then what I found is that you carry discipline to your life, to your office, your career, everything. And when marathon running also, what you find is that you find you have to measure everything. Time management is very important when you run marathons, and that is equally important for work also. Because they tell what you cannot measure, you cannot monitor. So in office work also, you find time management. That is very, very important, that you learn while running marathons also, how to cover this distance in this time, like that. That is something we do it. And then goals, not 42 kilometers in a single goal we are making. We're breaking it into 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, like that. Many milestones. And that if you do it in your office project also, it helps you. Right. That is that is also there. And another thing you find when you...
So the marathon runners are not born.
I will tell marathon
right, sir? So the marathon runners are not born.
Marathon runners are...
They are made, right?
They are made. I will tell you, in the case of professional runners like Kenyans, Ethiopians, all these people, I think there could be a genetic advantage for them. That they are professional runners. Whereas for many of us recreational runners or amateur runners, I don't think we are born. We just become marathon runners.
Yeah, then can you throw some light on the preparations? You mentioned that you need a lot of time management. How you balance your life? Because we need a lot of preparations for this. Can you throw some light on that, sir?
See, it's a long distance, 42 kilometers. It exhausts your body completely. It is a mental and physical challenge. Therefore, we have to prepare adequately. And I will tell you, if you have to run one marathon, in its full spirit, then you should have at least 7-8 months of practice. Then you have to every day, maybe 5 days at least in a week, you have to do short distances, and then weekends you have to go for long distance running. What I used to do in the morning, since office work is there, I used to do only maximum 1 to 1.5 hours of running. Whereas the weekends I used to do some morning 10 o'clock to afternoon 2 o'clock running, like that, depending on the weather, mood and all I used to do. But then unless continuous practice is there, it will be difficult to complete a marathon happily.
Okay. Sir, can you tell us which are the major marathons you have completed, and your networking experience when you are participating the bigger brand marathons, how it is helping our professional life as well as personal?
See, any marathon when you participate, you have the potential to be a winner. That gives you a great feeling. You have the potential to be a champion. And even Olympic medalists may be there, or other famous athletes, marathon may be there. You are starting the race along with all of them. That gives you a great feeling. And I forgot your question. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I'm asking, which are the major marathons you have participated?
Yes. In Mumbai Marathon, I have participated almost 14 times, Mumbai Marathon. Then I have participated in the Tokyo Marathon 4 times. And Tokyo is selected based on a lottery, because they have only 30,000 full marathon positions and 350,000 people apply for the marathon. And then the lottery system is there and they select. I won the lottery all 4 times and I completed it. Then Osaka Marathon I participated. Then Kobe Marathon. Then Bangkok Marathon I participated. Then marathons in India, Kolkata, Delhi, everywhere. And I participated in all the SBI green marathons, which were conducted in all the capital cities to promote the idea of sustainability, that each person can be a change maker.
Okay. How we can use these venues, the marathon running venues, used for networking? You are meeting people.
One thing is marathon, unlike other runnings, we are not competing with others. Except for the professionals who want to reach first. All the others I find are friendly, want to help each other, all the co-runners I have found. And they want to support each other so that everyone reaches the finish line. That I have not seen in any other sports. Therefore, when I have found that I get tired of maybe after 32 kilometers, when I slow down or start walking, many of the runners come and stand near me and ask me, Arey, why don't you run like this? Why don't you jog some more? Come along with me like that. And then we go together, start talking to each other, knowing each other. So like that,
Okay.
so many friends I have made from people all over the world. And even in the Mumbai Marathon, I found some Japanese had come from Japan to run this marathon. Someone had come from Korea. So all of them, like when they see me, I also ask them like why you are come to Mumbai and all, and we pick friendship. But the one thing I will tell you, marathon running creates lot of camaraderie, lot of friendship. Unlike other sports, where I may treat Ajesh Kumar as a competitor. Here it is not a competitor because I am competing with myself. Each marathoner is competing with himself or herself.
Okay. So, sir, yeah, we have a question from Deepa Chandra.
Okay.
Okay. Sir, what are the direct values that can be instilled in ourselves or in our personal life or professional life for from long distance running? Direct values.
The direct values, one is that a bad beginning may not be a bad ending. Is not a bad ending. See, you may in marathon running, whoever starts first or last, it doesn't matter much because you have to cover 42 kilometers. So in you can see in corporate life also, even if you have missed your promotions in the beginning, etc., your career is not going well, need not be unhappy because it's a long race. It's not a sprint. That is one thing I find. Second thing is you can be friendly, collaborate, partner with all your colleagues. They are not your enemies.
Yeah.
In marathon running, we learn that only. That no one is your enemy. You are your own enemy, and you should try to better yourself. That can be copied into our corporate life also.
Okay. And I have seen one quote from your LinkedIn post. Don't seek inspiration. Be the inspiration. Don't add days to your life and add life to your days. Can you explain that? Can you expand that, sir?
See, one thing, as I told you, like we want to see this person has done a great thing. He has got this achievement, all these. So we feel very happy. We think, I also will be like that. I am getting inspired by that person. Okay, that is a good thing. He is inspiring you to do it. But then, you yourself be an inspiration and inspire hundreds and thousands of others, no? That is possible. Why you should think you cannot inspire anyone? Every human being has the potential to inspire others by doing something different. And what I have been doing is that only. Why I told is add life into your days, because we all think that no, office work is over now. I will just cook something, then I will sleep. It's not like that. Every hour is we can do lot of things. And I'm telling you, I never shirk my office work. Along my office work, I do marathon running, go to many places for running marathons. At the same time, I'm telling you, even these webinars, I attend continuously webinars only because I want to be energetic, be active, and learn every day. Even this interaction, I'm learning from all of you. So I think we should a lot of being active, doing lot of things. It brings life into our days. It makes us exciting.
Sir, one question from Jayal, from our listener. What kind of a training you are doing and what kind of a diet you are following for this marathon running, long distance running?
See, your topic is a non-traditional learning non-traditional. I am telling you, I am a non-traditional marathoner in the sense that I am running to cover 42 kilometers. That is the challenge. It has never been a health aspect for me, health or fitness activity. I always took it as a physical, mental challenge to be conquered. And health, all these are secondary things. And therefore, I do training only enough for me to cover 42 kilometers in the comfortable pace I can do. That means it may range from 5 hours to 6 hours to like that it goes. So in spite of that, what happens is every day, every week, at least 4 to 5 days, I do at least 1 hour training, running, jogging, and then weekends I do at least 3 hours, 4 hours jogging, running, etc. And food, I have the normal food only, even on running days, because I am comfortable with that. But then, see, if you want to run within 4 kilometers, 3 kilometers and all, you may have to go for a very structured, scheduled diet, run and more training. than what I have told. As I tell everyone, I'm a non-traditional marathoner.
Okay. So you're running 5 to 6 kilometers continuously, and can you explain the status of mind while you are running? What kind of thoughts going on when you are running this?
See, when I run, one thing I think, whatever challenges are there in the office or issues in the office, all these come into my mind, and then I find my mind had everything clear, and I'm able to resolve issues. One. Second thing is I get a lot of innovative, creative ideas when I am doing it. And third, running alone, you have to enjoy the running and do it. And when you do it, you are carried to a space similar to yoga where you can focus on issues.
Okay.
So it makes your mind and clear.
Okay. It's kind of a meditation, a kind of a
yes.
status you will reach.
Yes.
And by concluding this, you're getting a solution while you're running for various kind of problems you are facing in office and personal life, and your mind will become clear. So if we are following this kind of activities, the same benefit we can attain from this long distance running, right, sir?
Definitely. I am telling you, long distance running in one way it challenges you physically, mentally, and any physical mental challenge will make you excited, and you will be adding life into your days. That is taken for granted. I also tell that it need not be long distance running. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be swimming, cycling, any activity other than your office work. It can give you a very good satisfaction, very good excitement, and add life to your days.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So no confusion will be there in your head after the running or while you're running.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. And we will bring more such episodes to the listeners like this in the future. Thank you very much, sir. And
thank you, Ajay. Thank you all of you for listening to me.
Thank you. And any questions from listeners? You can. We have 1 more minute. Any specific questions?
I had a question. It's only 50 seconds left, but thank you for sharing your experience. I just wanted to know, when was the first time that you realized that running is such a metaphorical term for life, that you can learn so many things about life through running?
Third marathon running, early I learned that. First one was only a trial thing, and second or third only I could learn that. It came into my mind that it's a metaphor for life and corporate career also.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. That was fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
sir. Thank you, listeners. Meet you in next episode of Learn and Grow, Not Traditionally. Thank you.